I made sure to get a pump in so these show up on camera better. You know, because I'm a cool guy. Big tough guy.
Big tough guy. You are a big tough guy. You are a big tough guy. Okay.
Them guns, man. Welcome to the Nerdington Post.
Welcome back. Episode 2.
2 episodes in 2 weeks' time. Who would have thought?
I didn't think we could do that.
Gumption to.
I'm proud of
work
us.
on that. Yeah, but
I'm very proud of us.
Let's start off with a little tease here. I owe Mr. Will here. He's Will. I'm Walter.
I'm Will.
We made a bet based on console prices, and I owe him $120 essentially. GameStop gift card. Power to the players.
Power to players,
Down
baby.
on the boys, baby. So here you go.
Thank you.
I'm out the cost of 2 current gen video game prices.
Right? This is going to go towards my Series X next week.
But more to that later. Big news. The biggest news so far.
Huge.
Asus and IKEA are teaming up to bring you gaming furniture.
Boom.
Boom.
You heard it here probably
that's
third
the biggest
or fourth.
news this week in gaming.
Nothing bigger has happened.
Nothing bigger.
So if you want new gaming furniture, go to IKEA, man.
Yeah. Moving on, though. Star Wars had some nice videos this week. Start off with the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer.
I'm really excited about that. First season was great.
I'll be resubbing to Disney Plus come October 20th?
Yes.
No, October 30th. October 30th.
You just want to use mine? Disney Plus?
No.
Come on, man. You don't have to pay for it.
Again, as we touched on last week, I'm a 1%er. I could pay for my own Disney Plus.
We're not rich.
We're super
We're doing this in an attic.
Yeah. We... unfurnished attic.
An unfurnished, unfinished attic.
Yes. But we do have enough where I could lose the price of 2 video games in a bet.
That's true. You do.
So,
we do.
You know.
We do.
Some frivolous spending, but not callously
Exactly.
frivolous.
We don't go crazy with our money, even though buying a Series X next week, whatever.
As we're in the lower part of the screen, you'll have been watching the Mandalorian Season 2 trailer. Sasha Banks is in it, if you noticed.
Yep.
And yeah, it looks cool. More Mandalorian. The theme was by Ludwig Göransson, who did the excellent soundtrack of Tenet. So everything ties back into Christopher Nolan in the end.
Can't go wrong with Tenet.
Like his movies. He always tells you how they're going to end at the start, baby.
Right?
I love it.
It's crazy.
I love it. And also in Star Wars, to promote Star Wars Squadrons, which is their new,
first-person fighter dogfighting.
Which is kind of a throwback to the X-Wing and TIE Fighter series of the 90s with those flight games, where this is a little lighter on the sim, but still tapping into all those nerds who love Star Wars in the 90s. Like us!
Like us.
I didn't play those games, though, because,
they were pretty fun.
I was playing cool games
they
Mech
were
Warrior.
pretty fun.
I was playing Mech Warrior 2, bro. That's like a cool game.
Mech Warrior was good, but TIE Fighter and X-Wing were awesome on PC.
But yeah, it's an excellent short. It's called Hunted. Cool story. That's just kind of what I want from Star Wars. It's Star Wars, which, I love Rogue One.
Oh, Rogue One's
give me
hands down one of the best Star Wars movies ever.
Give me cool Star Wars stories. Get that Jedi shit out of here. So yeah, it's been a fun week for Star Wars. Very light. Next thing, with cool trailers tapping into next gen, with next gen PC hardware coming out this week. I couldn't get my hands on a 3080. Just spent this morning just refreshing pages.
I didn't even try.
Went from we don't got them yet, immediately to sold out. Thanks, bots.
Yeah.
But Crysis.
Fuck you, bots. Fuck you.
Everything comes around. Because we're back at the age of can it run Crysis? Crysis released a 8K trailer in 60 FPS on YouTube.
And it looks great.
Yeah.
It looks phenomenal.
So can you run Crysis at this 8K setting? Probably not, but it's going to be pushing PCs to the limit, so check that out if you want true next-gen power.
Even if you can't get your hands on a 3080.
Yeah.
I'm so sorry for all of you. Sorry for you.
Yes. Ooh. Other saucy news just came out today. Hot off the presses, baby. Nintendo had a mini direct showcase.
Yeah, mini direct. Yeah.
Some stuff that we. It was
for their third-party publishers.
The main thing, though.
Yeah.
The main thing, what everybody's been craving, Monster Hunter Stories 2! Everyone's favorite RPG in the Monster Hunter world.
Ever.
That you get to, make friends with monsters. You can raise a little Rathalos and ride them around. A sequel to the 3DS game Monster Hunter Stories. I might be getting this name wrong. I glanced over this. We don't care about Monster Hunter Stories.
We really don't.
But Monster Hunter...
This is the Nerdington Post, and we bring you all things nerdy.
The real news is a full-on Monster Hunter game, and not just a port of 3DS Monster Hunter. It's a new Monster Hunter game, Monster Hunter Rise.
Rise.
You sure about that? I'm not sure.
I'm like 80% sure
at this
it was
point,
Rise.
I haven't seen the full thing. I was watching it, the direct here and there at work. So I haven't captured the trailer yet, so I haven't seen the full thing.
We'll be posting it, though.
Monster Hunter Rise,
you'll see something down there.
Monster Hunter World was my favorite loot grind this generation, Destiny 2 was alright, Borderlands was okay, but Monster Hunter World is the grind game.
I put a lot of time into Destiny 2.
Destiny 2. Do you play Monster Hunter World?
Just a little bit, but no one else I knew got it, so I was like, oh, this is boring.
You just play with randos.
No,
it's a fun community.
I know.
It's a solid community.
I put a lot of time on Destiny 2. Yeah. Just because Destiny 2, me, Evan, Alex, and Kyle, we grinded the shit out of that game. It was a grind fest. Underglaive.
Insectglaive. Insectglaive bros, baby. Best what weapon did you rock out in Monster Hunter World?
Huh?
What weapon did you rock out in Monster Hunter?
I don't remember, dude. I played it for like a couple hours.
Poser. This guy's a poser.
I'm a poser for Monster Hunter World, man.
Nah, go watch your NFL and your and listen to your Jack Johnson, bro.
I don't know who Jack Johnson is.
He was the first black heavyweight champion of the world. But the Jack Johnson I'm referring to is a former pro surfer who became like a kind of... I play guitar and I'm Hawaiian.
I don't know
I play
what's going on
folksy stuff. I was popular around the same time as John Mayer. I don't know.
I don't know what
maybe I'll put a Jack Johnson music video here.
At least for my educational purposes.
We're playing it fast and loose. But yeah, a new full-on Monster Hunter game. Biggest feature everyone's going bananas over. You can pet the dog. Not only that, you can ride the dog.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna ride the dog?
Yeah, it's like a sizable dog. You could ride the dog, man. You could ride the dog.
Anyway, and before we jump into our biggest news, Amnesia.
Amnesia Rebirth. He's a big horror fan. So he says, but this poser never even heard of Amnesia before.
I missed the announcement, but it looks awesome, coming out on October 20th for PC and PS4.
Right in time for Halloween.
Exactly.
People.
Get your new horror game. Get your Amnesia.
Yeah, Amnesia.
It looks awesome.
It's the sequel. Not a sequel. I guess it takes place in... It may not even take place in the same way. It's a new Amnesia game from the original developers of The Dark Descent. Frictional Games, whereas the second game in the series, A Machine for Pigs, was developed by the Chinese Room. But yeah, we got a new horror game. I burped a little in my mouth.
You have to edit out that clap.
No, it's all good. It's all good,
Just do like a weird sound bit when I clap or something.
You can have a little bit in the red as long as you're not spending the whole time in the red. The audio levels are fine, man.
But yeah, Amnesia, October 20th. If you like horror games, check it out. If you like Outlast, it's a good game.
If you like Amnesia. The Dark Descent. Oh, it's so smooth, scared. Yeah.
But I bet you that's how you do act when you're like, oh my god.
No, I don't play horror games.
Why? They're awesome.
They're too scary.
No, they're not scary. Don't be a wuss.
Too scary. I only play survival horror games. Like, if I gotta have a gun, baby. I'm a cool dude. Cool dudes. Cool dudes have guns.
Or at least he's probably gonna do it like 2 to 3 more times. I apologize in advance. I really do.
But the big boys of the big news of the week, man. A final. Well, I almost blew my load a little too early. Just a little pre-com.
Oh my god.
Not the full load.
Please stop.
It's fine. We're past like the 5 minutes you need to be clean for YouTube in order to get monetized. Which I don't think this is getting monetized.
We're not getting monetized. No. If we get monetized, it'll be pretty dope, but whatever.
I mean, we're gonna say something dirty eventually that's not gonna have us be monetized. Like,
yeah.
Who knows when I'm gonna start talking about analingus again?
Okay, anyway. So, the PS5 showcase was yesterday.
Yes.
And holy crap. Didn't cuss, because
Yeah, no. This ain't for kids, dude. Kids don't eat butt.
PS5 came out swinging and showed us the first glimpse at Final Fantasy 16, which is a console
launch exclusive.
It's not a launch exclusive. It's not coming out this year.
Oh, no, not a launch exclusive. Well, when the game launches.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Console,
so when
publishers and these
it's a console exclusive.
A timed console exclusive.
But it's probably coming out at least 2021, 2022.
Maybe 2022. Well,
it looks like really early in development. I'm going to say early to mid 2022.
I'm thinking 2022. But I'm excited.
It looked awesome.
Looks great. Back to fantasy.
Yeah, back to like that medieval, like you said, fantasy.
Making fantasy great again.
Oh, it's going to be great.
Yeah.
I'm so excited.
Yeah, it has a lot of FF9 vibes, which is maybe my favorite numbered Final Fantasy game. Back to a lot of crystals, a lot of summons.
Huge summons.
Back to like
Shiva and Ifrit going at it. That was awesome.
As much as I love airships, we didn't see a single airship.
Well, I'm fine with that.
There's like no machinery involved. Like big Game of Thrones vibes.
Yeah.
But my huge thing that gets my acorn wet is that action combat that you've probably... I don't know how long we're talking about this and how much this trailer's been looping down here. Or I might even have it, full screen because it's so cool.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It blew me away.
But what I'm excited for is the action-based gameplay.
Yeah.
Where they had one of the leads on Devil May Cry 5. Square Enix poached him sometime after Devil May Cry 5 came out, and the action gameplay looks sick. Man.
Yeah.
It looks like you even have some Devil Bringers type stuff.
I was going to say, it has like
with devil, you have the Phantom Fists coming out and bashing guys.
Oh.
It's very exciting, people.
Exciting time to be a Final Fantasy fan.
Very much so.
Very exciting.
Much so. And we're Final Fantasy fans.
We really are.
Big, huge fans.
Go play 15 or 7 Remake now.
Yes.
Or 9.
Or 9.
9's on...
Play 9.
9's on everything. 9's on Switch.
Tactics right there. I got a poster in the background there for
Play Tactics. What are you doing with your life?
It's the best game ever. Period. Full stop.
You want to take this one?
Take this one? Oh,
Spider-Man.
Yeah. Mr. Spider-Man here. Or El Señor de Araña. Spider-Man Miles Morales. They got a gameplay trailer. Looks great. Looks like more Spider-Man. I loved Spider-Man. All around was my favorite game of 2018.
Oh, yeah. Easily.
Yeah.
I mean, it just looks like it's a continuation of what they're already doing, right?
Yeah, with the gameplay, the characterization. It looks great.
Yeah, it looks good. Miles Morales looks good. He's got a lot of new stuff with his suit going on. You got a cloak. You have what looked like a shock feature to his suit.
Fucking poser guy doesn't know about Miles Morales' Venom Blast and his camouflage abilities, dude.
That's what I just said.
Poser guy. I've been following Miles Morales since he debuted in the Ultimate Universe after Ultimate Peter Parker died, bro. He's my boy.
F for respect.
He's my boy. Press F for respect.
But with Miles Morales, it is also being released on PS4, so it is not a PS5 launch like Sony said in June. Well, they didn't say specifically that it was going to be just a PS5 title. But they were kind of misleading with everything they kind of said in June, saying that the next couple of games...
And also they're all about, like, we're big into having console... Or, not console, generational...
So they kind of came out and went back on what they said in June, which is fine. I think the fact that it's coming out for PS4 is great.
Well, PS4 has such a giant install base, and who knows how much people...
I mean, with 11 million consoles sold, it makes sense from a financial standpoint.
11 million?
I said 100 million.
Oh, okay. You said 11.
Did I say 11? 100 million, excuse me. 100 million consoles.
Poser, dude.
11 million, that's the Xbox.
Hey, they did better than 11 million.
Anyway, but yeah, I was shocked at first because everyone kind of gave Xbox a little bit of shit.
Yeah.
Last month when they said that their games are going to be cross-generation, but now PS5 is doing the same thing. So I personally think it's great.
Yeah.
Because even though it really doesn't give me a reason to buy a PS5 at launch,
it does look noticeably better.
Yeah, I agree.
When I was playing, because I played Spider-Man on PS4 Pro, and it looks great.
Yeah.
But then there's just a little bit of extra sharpness, a little bit of extra sheen to it. little more particle effects that you notice.
Yeah.
So it looks good. We're excited. Next one is a game that leaked a while ago, but they finally revealed Harry Potter. Damn it.
Harry Potter Hogwarts Legacy.
Alright. Yes, Harry Potter. No, Harry Potter. Hogwarts Legacy.
Oh,
that's
right. Hogwarts Legacy, that's right. Because J.K. Rowling has nothing to do with this, thank God.
She's pretty great. I don't know.
Anyway. I think we got like a 2 or 3 minute trailer for this. It looks really cool.
Yeah.
Takes place in...
Action RPG.
Action RPG takes place in 1800s.
Yeah.
It looks really cool. I'm excited. I'm a Harry Potter fan. I think it looks good. It's gonna be like a fun new way into like an RPG style.
I don't care about the Wizarding World though, because I'm a cool guy. And back when the Harry Potter came out, cool guys were spending their summers replaying Final Fantasy VIII over and over again because that was the main game they had.
Is it the only game you had?
No, I mean that's summer. That was like the only game I had, pretty much. So
fair enough. But yeah, that's coming out. It's probably going to be like 2021, maybe 2022. Didn't really get a launch window for that, but that got announced. That game looks cross-gen. Oh, it got confirmed. It's cross-gen? Okay. Actually, it got confirmed it's going to be Xbox One and PS4. Okay. It's not next-gen. So it is cross-gen.
Yeah, okay.
So yeah.
That's cool.
It's going to come out on just about every platform, minus Switch, obviously.
And something I'm excited for is... They premiered Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War. Nailed that full title. Too many words, people. Too many words.
Come on, Trey.
Campaign.
It looks
the campaign
good.
Developed by Raven. But yeah, it looks good. I'm excited for it because they've talked how it's going to be a little more wide linear, is the term Naughty Dog uses, but a little more, have more options, a little more to explore in the levels in this game. Multiple narrative choices you can make. There'll be multiple endings. Yeah. I'm excited to play it.
I thought it looked awesome. I really haven't given a shit about Call of Duty in a long time. And this is like the first time I've actually been kind of hyped about a Call of Duty. And that campaign trailer kind of did it for me. It's awesome.
I'm excited.
Do we know that's probably going to be cross-gen?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. It's 100% cross-gen. And the cool thing is a multiplayer beta for it is coming out. This alpha?
It's alpha. Yeah. September 18th, you can play the multiplayer
this
alpha.
Weekend.
For PS4 owners, I don't think they announced when the Xbox One beta or alpha will be.
Probably
about a week or two later. Yeah. That's how it always happens. This weekend, you can play the alpha. Let us know how it is. Maybe we'll check it out.
No, I'm not.
He's not going to check it out. I'm probably not going to check it out. I got to beat Doom Eternal.
I got to play Warzone, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Well, or some of those games I have saved on my hard drive, like What Becomes of Edith Finch. What Happened to Edith Finch? I don't remember the title right now.
I think it's What Becomes of Edith Finch? What Became?
What Became. I feel like it was past tense, because what happened to Edith Finch was before the events of the game.
It's on... I got it on PS Plus and never...
Something happened to Edith Finch.
Something happened to her.
I'm going to figure out what happened to her at some point in time.
I'll just listen to him. Yeah. Even though it'd probably be wrong.
Maybe I'll stream it. It's only 2 hours. It's not my kind of game.
Really?
Yeah.
It's only 2 hours?
It's a narrative walkabout, dude. I
feel like you could do something else with those 2 hours.
I could watch Magnolia for like the 15th time, which is this is possibly my favorite movie. It's 3 hours long. It goes by like a breeze, man. I love that movie.
I like Halloween. John Carpenter's Halloween. It's my favorite movie.
Get out of here.
It's a classic.
Too scary, but
it is also not scary. Too scary.
Shut up. You know what's also scary? Resident Evil Village.
Village, not 8. Village.
No. Despite them highlighting prominently the 8 in the logo.
It's always funny.
They keep reiterating on social media.
I thought it was funny, when they first announced it, they're like, this is Resident Evil Village, but you do see the 8 in the village. Like, we do.
It's not 8.
It's not 8, though.
Stop highlighting your orange if you don't want us to call it Resident Evil 8.
Right?
Looks good. The most exciting thing that happened. New merchant, baby.
Oh, yeah.
Everyone's favorite character from Resident Evil 4, the merchant. There's a new guy. He looks like the Penguin. Little pointy nose, little chubby, smoking a cigar. So
what are you buying?
Exactly.
Oh, I'm so hyped. And rumor is we're going to get more information about Resident Evil Village at Tokyo Game Show at the end of the month.
Tokyo Game Show. Oh, yeah, Tokyo.
Apparently Xbox is kicking off that show.
They've said they're not showing anything new though.
No, I know. I'm just saying. I'm like, because I know like Phil Spencer was like, oh, we want to kind of get more into like the Japanese and China market. I'm like, then why don't you show us what you're doing?
Every time they've tried to break into that market, it's never worked.
I know.
They don't know.
Yeah, that's because Sony has a really good hold on.
Just focus on Halo and Gears. You're not going to get Japan ever. Just relinquish.
Anyway, what's next?
Deathloop gameplay trailer.
This looked awesome.
I've already been sold on Deathloop. Looks super cool. I'm a big fan of Dishonored. Anything Arcane does. Arcane is the modern king of the immersive sim.
Agreed.
This looks like Dishonored Majora's Mask.
I'm all for it.
I'm very excited.
When pre-orders go live, I'm gonna get it. That'll probably be like, since it's a timed exclusive, that'll be one of the reasons I get a PS5.
Q2. Well, I'm getting on PC, baby.
The Master Race PC.
The power of PC. Yeah, the gameplay trailer they revealed showed off how you could affect like different. You're going after 8 primary targets, and you could affect their timeline and
how they interact.
How they interact with each other, and then what they showed here was specifically you could mess up one guy's day, and then he's going to go to a party
where the other guy's at,
and then you could just go to one objective and kill 2 birds with 1 stone, which is what the trailer was called, I think. So yeah, very excited.
It was 2 birds, 1 stone. It was awesome. I'm super hyped, and I love the art style they went for it.
The 60s vibe. It's very sexy.
It gave me like a very Quentin Tarantino movie vibe. Like the intro, I thought that was really cool. I'm probably going to pre-order that day one.
Very Grindhouse. Very Grindhouse, baby. Next up, something that got my acorn very wet. And something that, as you're seeing right now, I'm going to pop this up on the full screen. It's very clever the way they put this trailer out. Because the first thing you see, it's a shot of the ground. But then what they're showing are the puddles. And if you know what to look for with ray tracing, you see all the reflections, the lighting that's happening in those puddles. Boom! Devil May Cry 5
Boom.
Special Edition has ray tracing and has the main man, Virgil, baby. Virgil! This got me very excited, but also very salty after the fact.
That it's not going to be.
Yeah, it's cool because it's going to be a digital exclusive launch title for both both Xbox Series and PS5. So it's going to have ray traced reflections, ray traced lighting. What other features are they doing? I think just lighting and no, I don't think they're doing shadows. So yeah, ray traced lighting, reflections, and. With the ray tracing on, there's a ray tracing trailer that I may or may not be playing right now.
Now do the ray tracing.
Yeah. You can play with ray tracing at 4K, but only 30 frames per second, which is a bummer because it's, a Devil May Cry game.
Yep.
60 or up, baby. Or you could play with ray tracing on at 1080 at 60 frames per second, which is cool. Or you can turn ray tracing off and just play it at up to 120 seconds.
Boom.
But as someone who has it on PC, I could play it. I can already play it in 120 seconds, you simple bitch. And what makes me salty is that they said they're not going to have those special edition features on PC. It's cool, though, because they're like the meat of it is that playable Virgil, which they're going to have for PS4, Xbox One, and PC as $5 DLC, which is great.
Yeah.
But I'm salty, man.
I know you are.
I have that power already in my PC.
It's okay.
And they're just not gonna. They developed those features.
I know.
Big thing I was excited for is the Legendary Dark Knight mode, where it's tuned for the Son of Sparta difficulty, but with the enhanced power, they just throw a stupid amount of enemies on the screen, which is a mode that debuted exclusively on the PC version of Devil May Cry 4, because your weak-ass PS3 and Xbox 360 couldn't handle it. PCs can handle Dark Knight, Legendary Dark Knight on DMC5, baby. Just do it, Capcom. Just do it. Why do you do weird things like this? Like having...
Excuse me.
Like you have the Devil May Cry 3 re-release on Switch, but it has exclusive style switching. which is bananas. Why don't you bring that to the other versions of the game on PS4, Xbox One, PC?
Come on!
And also, that feature started as a mod on the PC version. The Capcom does this all the time. All the time. They didn't release the definitive edition of DMC Devil May Cry on PC when half the features that were in that edition also started as mods. So I had to mod my game to... Capcom,
do better.
You're on the list.
You just made the list.
You're on the list.
Chris Jericho style.
Yeah. AE dubs, baby. Also, this episode is brought to you by NoTimeForWrestling.com. Well, you love wrestling.
It's okay. It's not bad.
You sack of shit.
I love wrestling.
I love wrestling. But you have all these promotions. You have NWA. You have Ring of Honor. You have WWE. Impact. I'm getting there. You have 3 mainline WWE shows, 4 with 205 Live. You have All Elite Wrestling. You have New Japan. There's so much wrestling. Too much wrestling in 1 week. What am I supposed to do? There's so much. How do I get caught up? Go to NoTimeForWrestling.com. You get some great recaps of what's happening in each show. Without that guff you get on all of those British sites. Yeah, I'm looking at you, What Culture. But yeah, NoTimeForWrestling.com. The New Japan G1 Climax is coming up, where I work on the site. I cover New Japan. That's why I'm plugging it. So check out NoTimeForWrestling.com.
Check it out.
G1 Climax is a stupid amount of wrestling. You get there's 18 to 19 shows in a 1 month span. It's the best in-ring stuff you'll see all year, but it's a stupid amount.
That's too much.
So if you want to follow what's going on and just pick out different matches you want to check out, NoTimeForWrestling.com.
What he said.
Also follow No Time for Wrestling on Facebook and Twitter. Back to your regularly scheduled nerd stuff.
Pick up DMC if you haven't played it. It was one of the best games of 2019.
Whoa. Just wait for the definitive or special edition.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Wait, pick up DMC 5 Special Edition. It was one of the best games of 2019. It's worth it.
You could pick up a console. More on that later.
Yeah.
Next announcement. Very cool for old heads like us. Not exactly like us, because I don't care. Oddworld Soulstorm. Yeah, continuation of Abe's Odyssey. It looks good.
It looks cool.
I don't care about puzzle platformers at all.
It's not our boat.
Sorry, next news.
Yeah.
Again, another thing I don't care about. Five Nights at Freddy's. What's the subtitle on it? Five Nights at Freddy's Security Breach.
Yes.
Brief little trailer. It looks like it's going to be more than the basic Five Nights at Freddy's, the formula of just switching cameras. Again, we're old heads. We don't
care about it. Care. I mean, kids are gonna love it. Parents who get their kids a PS5 and I just burped again. Sorry.
Yeah, we had dinner beforehand.
Yeah, it was not good. It was good.
It was great.
We were full.
We got desserts. We shouldn't have gotten desserts.
We shouldn't have done that. But I mean, it's gonna be great for kids. But it's Five Nights at Freddy's. Who cares?
We're old heads. Our illegitimate children will love it. But yeah, at the time, I was listening to the Game Informer podcast earlier, and one of the guys, at the time they were recording, was checking the official PlayStation YouTube channel, and the FNAF trailer had twice as much views as the Miles Morales trailer.
That's just...
Kids love Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yeah, I know.
But that's, next news story, which is...
I'm going to let him take this one because this is all him.
Demon's Souls.
Gameplay.
We got some gameplay. It looks good.
It looks beautiful. I think it looks great.
It looks fantastic. This honestly looks like the only real next-gen game.
Yeah.
Which, as we learned after this press conference, certain PS5 games, Horizon, Forbidden West, Miles Morales, and Sackboy, all 3 of those are cross-gen games. But this game is not. It's coming out as a PlayStation 5 launch title, and it looks fantastic.
It looks amazing.
We got the gameplay rolling here.
For someone who has never really cared about Demon's Souls, I mean, I thought it looked
you're
great.
A poser, dude. All right, you're a goddamn poser.
Okay.
But it looks fantastic. Personally, I don't like the change in tone and some of the artistic differences they made, but objectively, like, this is a great looking game. It looks fantastic.
I remember I texted you, I was like, this looks really easy. Are you sure this is like a Souls-like game?
Yeah,
and you said it was just like a tutorial.
What they showed was straight up the whole tutorial section of Demon Souls. And also those knights, that the heavily armored enemies, you've seen that, they don't die in one hit.
That's what I figured. I was like, well, that's what I thought. I was like, I thought this was supposed to be like a Souls-like game, but Souls-like games are supposed to be hard.
Nah, yeah, that's, they made it easy for just that, because, you know.
Oh, no, I know.
No, yeah. But it looks fantastic.
It does look fantastic.
Bit of a weird snafu. I was excited because at the end of... They don't show it at the end of the press conference, but at the end of the trailer, which they eventually scrubbed, it said it was coming to PC.
In very tiny font.
My acorn got so wet. But then...
I think it was like an hour later, PlayStation came out, I was like, it's not on PC.
PlayStation ran that back, so, you know, I'm fine. I'll play it on PS5.
Eventually.
But yeah, very excited for Demon Souls.
Yeah, it looks good.
It looks great.
I just don't think a $500 console is worth one game.
Yeah. To show you how much of a cool guy I am. Got my OG copy of Demon Souls right here that came with the art book. So, I'm very excited. Very excited for Demon Souls. Because I'm a cool guy, dude.
He is a cool guy.
Cool guy.
He is a cool
Demon
guy.
Souls. I think that will be a system seller for a lot of people.
Yeah.
Because the Souls community, that's real, baby. A lot of love there.
Yeah, I mean, I don't see the point in spending $500 on a console for one game.
We'll get there.
But
a new story jumper.
I know, okay.
You're a gun jumper, dude. Cool it. Holster your guns, cowboy. Next thing, another thing that we don't care about. That again, it's huge, like FNAF.
Because it has a huge player base.
Yeah.
Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah.
4?
I think they're transitioning to Unreal 5 and
yeah.
4.
So, but yeah, upgraded Fortnite.
Yeah, which is pretty cool because I think on PC, Fortnite this week they're launching ray tracing in Fortnite.
Nice.
Which is cool because as a Nerdington post, what's exciting about them launching ray tracing in Fortnite is that it's a test bed for ray tracing in Unreal Engine.
Exactly.
So those ray tracing tools they're working on implementing in a game we don't care about, Fortnite, will pay dividends to developers who use Unreal Engine down the line. So
exactly,
it's exciting news. But it's exciting, but not. But very exciting.
If you like Fortnite, it's exciting for you.
Yes. But as more people adopt the Unreal Engine, very exciting.
Yeah, exactly.
It's great for tracing features.
It's going to be great.
Built in there. Good on you, Epic, for making an engine that's more usable and easier to develop for.
Exactly. Thank you.
Bringing the world more games, you're democratizing the gaming space so more people can tell their stories in this medium.
Together.
Thank you, Tim Sweeney.
Thank you.
Down under boys. Next story, PlayStation Plus Collection, which is, I don't know, it's pretty cool. It's a nice little bonus. It's like the Nintendo Ambassador Program, where if you have PlayStation Plus, which most PlayStation owners have already, when you get a PS5, you have access to a pretty big collection of games.
A lot of PS4 games, some third party.
Yeah,
it's pretty much
every first party game that didn't come out this year. So pretty much everything except for Ghost of Tsushima, Last of Us 2. And Spider-Man, because they're going to make you pay for that PS5 edition.
To me, like you said, the Ambassador Program also reminds me just kind of what Xbox is doing with Game Pass. But what's great about
it's no extra fee.
No extra fee, which is awesome.
You already have PlayStation Plus to,
play
online. It's a nice bonus. It's a nice, you're spending $500 on this console. Launch lineups suck.
Yep.
There's nothing in a launch lineup ever. So yeah, here's some free games.
Here's the thing though. So I was thinking about a lot of the games they announced for the Plus collection,
yeah.
a lot of people probably already have those games.
Yeah.
Especially digitally. I mean, digital games are taking over.
But with new gens are like always transitional periods where you have people who skip the gen or like skip from one company to another with gen. So it's a good opportunity. It's a nice play.
Yeah.
It's a good play. Nice bonus.
But it, like you said, no extra cost. It's worth it.
Yeah. The meat and potatoes of the press conference, though.
The biggest news.
The biggest news. November 12th is when we'll get our hands on these consoles.
Probably not us.
Not us, because pre-orders are bort.
Yeah.
We'll PS5 coming out at disc edition, coming out at $499.
And then we have the digital disc-less drive for $399.
Where it's competitive pricing. It's even with Xbox Series X, which is, it's cool. Again, like, a lot of people, this is what people were waiting for, release date price.
Yeah, exactly.
As someone who's been saving up for years, because, like, I knew I'd be getting the next gen of it.
Same,
graphics cards.
Yeah.
Like, Like, I already had that nest egg for dropping up to $1,000 on a graphics card.
Yeah.
So I don't care. Because I'm a 1%er, baby. White collar.
And we all knew this was coming out holiday 2020, so realistically, we knew back in March that you were going to have to save close to $400 or $500, so...
Because we're responsible with our money.
Now. If you would have asked me 2 years ago, I would have said no.
Yeah.
I was living paycheck to paycheck, honey.
Hell yeah, dude.
Ugh.
It's the life. Now we're investing in stock. We're like...
Getting married.
Yeah, he's getting married. I'm,
He's not.
No, man. Ooh.
But, yeah, the prices are great, but we learned today through an anonymous source that Walmart jumped the gun.
Yeah, like, yeah, because Sony previously tweeted out, like, hey, you'll know when you could pre-order it and whatnot.
It was actually back in June, their head of marketing said, we're not going to surprise you. You guys will have a good enough window to know when pre-orders are coming.
Yeah.
And then Walmart said, fuck that. And
they jumped the gun. They wanted to get the edge on everybody.
Yep, and made their pre-orders live yesterday.
Yeah, a day early before everyone else was supposed
everybody.
to. Yeah.
They're already on Amazon and eBay for like $1,000.
Yeah. I'm glad we don't work retail anymore, because that would have sucked. That would have been terrible.
Oh, I went to a GameStop yesterday just to see, and I put money down on a pre-order. I shit you not, the phone would not stop ringing. All you hear is, thank you for calling GameStop. Oh. Nope, we don't have it, bye.
That could have been us, man.
I'm glad it's not us.
Yeah. So, the Switch was fun.
Switch was great. Who's got a Switch? And then, well, here's what's great about it. So I personally would answer the phone, thank you for calling GameStop, where we're sold out of the Switch. And they'd still be like, you guys have the Switch?
No.
Nope.
No. So yeah, it's a good competitive price. Bloomberg reported early in the year the manufacturing cost for the PlayStation 5 was $450. So, with their exclusives and matching the price of the Xbox Series X, the Xbox Series X will look slightly better, but again, I think the average consumer doesn't care about those minor differences.
And it's going to take a couple years for them to even develop games that you'll see a difference in.
Yeah. Because you take a look at... I think if you ask most people on the street, like, hey, look at this trailer for Spider-Man, look at this trailer for Miles Morales, they won't notice the slight graphical differences.
Agreed.
So it's good that they're coming out at the same price point. It's good value. Good value. And then
honestly, they're both great.
Yeah.
They're good. Both of them are good values. You have the Series S, where the entry one is $299. If your kid wants an Xbox and you don't want to drop $500, get them a Series S with Game Pass. They're good to go.
Yeah.
And then if you're like a hardcore gamer, you know what you want. Get a PS5 physical or get a Series X.
Yeah. And the reason I owed him 2 games is because we made a bet. If the Xbox... Did we talk about this last week? If the Series X was $600 or more, he had to buy me a game, and it ended up being $500, so I had to buy him a game.
And then it was, 2 days ago?
Yeah, before this conference, I bet that the PS5 was going to undercut. Because I knew the production cost was $450. I thought Sony would be willing to take that $50 hit to undercut.
See, if I would have known that, I would have said the exact same thing you did. I didn't know about the production cost. If you would have told me that, I'd be like, all right, it'll be $399.
Yeah, because it's not often where consoles... Like, they sell consoles at launch at a loss all the time, so I thought they'd take that $50 hit just to give the old fuck you to Microsoft.
But they didn't.
They didn't. They matched the price, and then the digital was $399. So, yeah, good deals for everyone. I'm probably gonna get the headset at launch, just because my current headset, the ear cups are just falling off, which I had I have the PlayStation Gold headsets. They've lasted... like 5 years. They still work great. The only problem is just the ear cups. Like the leatherette just disintegrated on the sides of my head over the years, and then now like the fabric that's keeping the cushion in there is starting to come off. Oh. So I need new headsets. I know Sony makes great headsets, so I'll definitely get this one. And also I'll be ready for 3D audio when I get my PS5 eventually. And that's the thing though. Let's touch on this. The one more thing that press conferences love. God of War, new God of War.
Oh, yeah, God of War.
Probably going to be called God of War Ragnarok.
Yep.
Get a little bit of Kratos' voice, and then logo, and then it says Ragnarok is coming.
We'll see.
Yeah, 2021 supposedly. Probably later 2021.
I'm gonna say holiday 2021.
Yeah, I think.
But I'm gonna throw in a but.
Horizon will probably be their March game, and then holiday God of War if things don't get delayed.
I was about to say, I feel like with the way things are trending, unless the pandemic gets better in 2021, I feel like Ragnarok could be delayed if things don't get better. But in that case, I mean, Sony always has something.
Yeah, but we're excited.
Yeah,
but not excited enough to get it at launch because one, as we talked about botched pre-orders. Thanks, Walmart.
Fucking Walmart.
Yeah. Also, I don't care enough. But here's the thing.
You say your thing, and I'll say my thing.
Demon Souls, I busted that stuff out earlier. Huge Souls fan, man. I'm Souls OG. Souls OG. But that comes out a week before Cyberpunk 2077. Can I platinum Demon Souls in 1 week? Yes. I definitely can. Especially where roughly then, personally speaking, work's going to slow down a little bit. So, yeah. I could pull all-nighters and still do a, 8-hour shift. But, time. As you get older, people, if you got any young people here, time is the most precious thing in the world, and you should spend it doing something you love with people you love.
Like working IT support.
Yeah, fuck you. Piece of shit now. But, yeah, you can't get time back. You can make more money. You can't get more time.
That's true.
And you get older, you're at more risk of dying of an aneurysm. Supposedly, most strokes happen. Older people, they get up from bed too fast and go do a thing. It's that shift in blood pressure. It'll fuck you up. So as you get older, get out of bed slowly, more calmly. Science facts. And also, Demon. Yeah, I'm gonna be spending all winter playing Cyberpunk 2077 probably.
I'm just gonna say that I'm hyped about the PS5. I'll probably get it Q1 or Q2. But yesterday really didn't show me anything that would want me to get it at launch, especially with all the other games coming to PS4. So, like I said, I like that they took that. They kind of took a page out of Xbox's playbook and were like, we're going to be cross-gen for the next couple years. I think that's great.
Yeah.
But there was absolutely no reason for me to get one at launch.
See, personally, that press conference was a 5 out of 5 for me. Just because when I see a press conference, I want to see games that get me excited.
Especially gameplay. It's nice to see games with gameplay.
Exactly. And there's no such thing as a perfect press conference because there's always duds. For me, this had 4 duds. Because I get why people are excited for Hogwarts Legacy. I don't care about the Wizarding World. Oddworld Soulstorm was a dud. Five Nights at Freddy's was a dud. Fortnite's is a dud. But I get why people are excited for those things, but personally I don't care. But there's no such thing as a dudless press conference, so this is a fun
Like, even Xbox had good things that happened at their conferences.
But again... I spent my morning trying to refresh pages so I could buy a 3080. That's where my money's going to this season. I could play Miles Morales on my PlayStation 4 Pro. I'd rather play it on PlayStation 5, but again, it's supposed to come out the week before Cyberpunk. I can't fit in Miles Morales, Demon's Souls, and Cyberpunk.
Well, I mean, and then...
I'm picking playing Cyberpunk on my
How PC. Much is the upgrade? Because they said if you already...
$70 gaming. This is another salty thing.
But I thought they said if you already own it...
Yeah, you get a free upgrade. So that's nice. I might just buy it on PS4, and then I guess I'll just be able to download the PS5 version on PS5.
But if you buy the PS5 and it outright, you're spending $70
I'm not gonna...
on a game that's $25 on the PlayStation Store?
Personally, I'm not going to buy the edition that comes with... Spider-Man Remastered.
I'm just going to buy the Miles Morales expansion.
Same here. But I'm excited for those games.
Yeah, same.
But not excited enough to go through the trouble of trying to get a PS5 at launch. And then,
just wait till quarter 1 or quarter 2.
Yeah.
Because
maybe by then I'll be done with 3 playthroughs of Cyberpunk.
And I don't know how true this report was, but a source came out and said that PlayStation had to scale back by 4 million units due to, I think it was like chip irregularities or chip failures.
Which happens all the time in chip production when they're making those silicon dies.
Yeah.
But Sony said they didn't change the order, so it might be semantics. There might
be damage control.
Might be... Well, what probably happened was there are production hiccups, but the semantics lie in the fact that, no, Sony didn't change their production order, though.
Okay.
They still order that many units, and they still hope to have that many units produced. Okay. But whether or not they actually make that amount of units, who knows? We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. But if you get your hands on a pre-order, fucking kick ass. Good job.
Right on.
But yeah, we'll see you next week. Hopefully with some... When is Tokyo Game Show? 2 weeks from now?
2 weeks from...
It's the 29th, right?
Next weekend?
It's the 29th, right? So 12 days.
Does it start on the 22nd, though?
I don't know.
I don't know, man.
So that'll probably be our next big update.
Yeah. But you know what's going to be great for me, as someone who has to edit this, not another press conference, so less for us to talk about.
Yeah, that is true.
Less footage for me to capture and put down here.
That's right.
Yeah. 2 weeks in a row with press conferences. Just give us E3 a busy week, and then...
Yeah. Have to do an episode every day.
But, I don't... How do you feel about this whole non-E3, man?
It's fine.
Yeah.
I mean, I think it's cool that everyone's doing their own thing. You had Gamescom, you had the Xbox and PlayStation showcases. I think it's cool that way. Yeah. I mean, E3 is still I would still want E3 because I hear the experience is fun.
Yeah, but we're not going.
Oh, not anytime soon.
No.
But if from now on, if Xbox did their own conference, PlayStation did their own conference, I'd be okay with that.
Because I've been to PAX, waiting over an hour in a line to play 8 minutes of a game. It kind of sucks.
Really?
Yeah.
I've never done it.
And E3 is supposedly busier, especially since they went public. My main thing is, as long as we get our cool game announcements, I'm happy, which is what we got.
Agreed.
The only issue is that we don't get people getting their hands on these games and talking about them. I trust that writer's that writer at Game Informer. I trust his opinion about this specific genre of games. I wish he was there to play it.
Yeah, no. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah.
That sort of thing. But we don't have... we got some of that with cool thing with streaming technology. When people were previewing Cyberpunk, they were using NVIDIA Now or GeForce Now, NVIDIA's game streaming, where it's the future, man.
Yeah.
Streaming games.
And now, I mean, the pandemic has made everyone adjust now that they know how to do it.
Yeah. it'll be better in the future.
I think that like to save cost of E3 marketing and all that for E3, I think you're going to see a lot of companies just come out and be like, we're not at E3, but we're doing our own thing.
Yeah. Any closing comments?
Fingers crossed that I get my hands on a Series X pre-order on Tuesday. I have a ace in the hole. Hopefully they come through. Yep.
Come through.
What about you?
Demon Souls.
Demon Souls.
Muchachos.
And we'll see you next week.
Demon Souls is for the cool guys.